Today, I'm going to show you how I trade options as a full-time private investor. I don't work for a hedge fund, I don't sell anything, I don't have any boss, and I don't have any clients. I simply make a living investing my own money. I have two main accounts, a long-term portfolio with stocks I believe will do well over the next 10 years, and a short-term trading account where I use options to generate consistent monthly income. That's what we're diving into today. How I trade options to make money every month with as little stress as possible. If your dream is to eventually quit your 9-to-5 job and become a full-time investor, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because this channel is all about how to become a private investor. Being an investor is not only for the rich or high educated people. Everyone can do it, even if you are completely new to stocks and investing. All you need is a plan, discipline, and patience. I'll help you with the plan, the discipline and patience, that's up to you. And that's what makes the difference between success and failure. As an investor, you need a plan and two investment strategies. One strategy for your long-term stock portfolio. This is where you will make most of your money and your highest returns. This is where you build your wealth. You can build an unbelievable amount of wealth by investing in stocks long-term. And the sooner you get started, the more money you will make. For this strategy, you need a lot of patience, because in my experience, it takes 7 to 10 years for most investments to reach their full potential. The other strategy you need is for short-term cash flow. How do you ensure that you can pay your bills every month, regardless of the market going up or down? This is for sure the hardest part of investing, the part that requires a lot of discipline. But you also need a strategy that actually works. I'll show you the strategy that I optimized over the years. It's now my main source of income. There are a lot of great strategies out there, and it's important that you find one that works for you. It has to fit your personality, and it has to match your risk tolerance. In my experience though, the more boring the strategy is, the more likely you are to succeed. Being an investor is actually very boring. Most days, there's no action at all. And I think that's the main reason most people struggle to succeed. They get bored, they stop following the strategy, and they start trading more aggressively, chasing quick profits. For most people, that ends very bad. If you're fairly new to trading and still finding your strategy, here are a few things I recommend focusing on. Your strategy needs to be consistent, because big swings will blow up your account. Keep the size of your wins and losses consistent. It's better to win $200 on every trade than $500 on one trade and $100 on the next. You also need a high win rate. You'll lose your mind and your patience and your confidence if you have to go through 9 losing trades just to get to one winner. Even if that one winner covers all your losses, it's just not sustainable for your account or your mental well-being. And then you need clear rules. And of course you need to follow your rules. You have to handle every active trade the exact same way based on those rules. No guessing, no emotions, no feeling out the market. If a rule is broken, take action, with no exceptions at all. Don't swing for home runs, swing for singles and doubles. That's why I make sure that all my trades are consistent. And I manage them 100% the same way. Every trade I place will either be a $200 win or a $600 loss. That's it. There are no other possible outcomes for me. That means I need a 75% win rate just to break even. Is 75% a lot? No, not when you're swinging for singles and doubles. And here's the cool thing about options. They can be traded based on probability. You could actually design a strategy where you will win 90% of the time. But the higher the win rate, the more trades you need to place to reach your income goals. That requires a bigger account and more time in front of the computer. For me, aiming for 75% win rate is the sweet spot. That gives me the best return on my time and money. The reason why I like to use options as my income strategy is because when I place a trade, I know exactly what my probability of winning is, and I know how much I can maximum lose. That makes my trading very predictable and very consistent. All right, let me show you exactly how I do it. Before we get started, remember options can be very risky if they're not handled correctly. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm actually not a financial advisor at all. I'm just showing you what I do. And by the way, every single trade I show you here is my money, it's real money. I'll make sure that I also track the results so you can keep coming back and seeing how things played out. Today, I'm looking at Bloom Energy. And the first thing I'm looking at is the chart. I want to see if this is expensive or cheap compared to where it used to be. Today it's around $95, and we can see the stock has been going up like crazy over the past year. But since November, we had a little bit of a pullback. I think there's a good chance that this stock is ready to go up again. So it might be a good place to put a position. Let's take a look at the option chain. I always try to find something around 50 days out. I give my trade plenty of time to play out the way I want it to. And then I want a delta somewhere between 20 and 30. That kind of lands me on the $75 strike for Bloom Energy. I'm gonna sell the $75 strike. Because I'm the seller, I receive a credit. I'm gonna take some of that credit and spend that on buying another put. This put will be a hedge to my position, and it will define my maximum risk for this trade. So my risk, my max loss, will be the difference in strike price between these two strikes. In this case, $2,000. I can also see that if I put on this trade, I will receive a $4 credit. That means $400 in my pocket, if this works out. We can also look at the probability calculation here, and we can actually see that the stock can go 20% down in price and I will still win. We can also see here that there's actually a 79% probability that this trade will be a winner. That's way above the 75% I normally go for, so everything here looks solid to me. I'm gonna enter a position. While we wait for this to be filled, I'm gonna go to my little sheet and I'm gonna log all the data. The reason why I always write down all the details for every single trade is accountability. And I also want data that I can analyze later. I'm gonna use ChatGPT for that. And I'll show you in another video exactly how we optimize the strategy based on our data. I always write down the RSI and the VIX when I enter the position. This gives me some data showing where the market is today. And again, this is going to be great when I'm going to analyze all my trades later. All right, and as we can see here, max risk is $2,000 minus the credit I receive. So everything goes wrong here, the maximum I can lose is $1,600. If everything goes exactly as I want it to, the maximum I can win is $400, which is actually a 20% return on the $2,000 that I put up to make this trade. So 20% return, that's pretty good. So just to recap, I use probability to choose my trades. That's why I look at the delta and the numbers my broker is calculating for me. I sold one put and I received a credit. I spent some of that credit on buying another put at a lower strike as a hedge, which limits my max loss and margin requirements. This type of trade is called a bull put credit spread. We're the seller, so we want the value of the spread to decay to zero as quickly as possible. Either the options will expire worthless, or I can buy them back later at a cheaper price. I win if Bloom stock closes above $75 on the expiry date, February 20. So Bloom can actually fall up to 20% and I'll still win on this trade. I know this was a lot of information in a very short video, but I promise in the next couple of videos, we'll dive more into the details of the credit spread. I'll explain to you why this is so good for you as a private investor. We'll talk more about all the odds that we can stack in our favor. But I hope you can already now see that it's actually possible to create a trading strategy that is based on probability and where you will have a very high success rate, and that this can actually be profitable for you long term. We'll also talk a little bit more about the long-term portfolio and how you choose the stocks that you're going to hold for the next 5 to 10 years. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. If not, I'll see you in the next video.